Senior outside hitter. And we are off. Here comes the serve. Received by Batenhorst. Gosnell heading it towards the net. Batenhorst will get a chance. Good touch there by Morris. Long rally to start this one off. Ariel dug up there, but that will hit the floor. Good attempt there by Morris, and the Trojans get the first point of the game. Mackenzie Morris now just one dig away from hitting career dig number 2,000. Tuaninga hits it over there. Tuaninga keeps it alive. Peach will hit it back towards the net. Batenhorst with an attempt, and that'll hit the floor. Trojans go up 2-0. Strong start for USC. Oregon has a great mark when it wins the first set. Trojans will want to take this one, and an ace for Mia Tuaninga. One of the best servers on this USC squad, and she gets the first ace of the game.
Definitely a great confidence boost for this USC team to, start off here so strong against this solid Oregon squad.
Tuaninga tosses it up again, nearly gets another ace, but a good dig by Oregon. And that will go USC's way. No deflection there. Matt Ulmer, the Oregon head coach, thought there was one on that left side. Immediately pulls out the challenge card. So we'll have a review early in this first set. As it stands, the Trojans lead 4-0. There was an Oregon hit there that did go out of bounds, as we'll get another look at that one. Likely saying that Batenhorst touched it. Saw the celebration there from Noemi Glover. She's the one who had that hit. I don't know what you saw, Pickle. From that angle, I couldn't really see if there was a deflection.
Yeah, definitely hard to tell from that angle. Be interesting to see what they come up with here. Also interesting, calling a challenge so early on in the first set.
Especially with the Trojans up 3-0. Even if USC wins this challenge, ooh, that's going to be close.
Looks like it did not hit Batenhorst from this angle.
I could see it going either way. Would have gone off that left hand. But this could be a big moment in the first set. Trojans are up 3-0. And they could go up 4-0 if they win the challenge, or it could be 3-1. So even if it's an unsuccessful challenge for Oregon, it might slow down the momentum of USC. So a strategic call there from Oregon head coach Matt Ulmer. We'll have to wait and see. This is a long review, one of the longer reviews we've seen.
Definitely, and that just speaks to how close of a call it's going to be here.
Well, we mentioned
sweep loss.
Tuaninga will get the ball again. Slings it up and hits it over, but that will go behind the back line. Point number 1 for the Ducks. So even though it was an unsuccessful challenge from Oregon, it might have slowed down the momentum of the Trojans, and the Ducks get on the board. Mackenzie Morris, the senior libero, at the back line. Batenhorst the first to touch it. Tuaninga to Ariel. Slight block there. Oregon on the offensive, and Gala Trubin not able to hit that one back up. 2 straight points for the Ducks. We get another look at that hit.
Just a powerful kill on the Oregon side. I mean, maybe that break gave them some time to kind of regroup as a team and really kind of get their stride going here.
That was Mimi Collar on that. Now USC trying to get an attack here. Batenhorst tries to play with some misdirection, but there are a pair of Ducks to block it. Now it's only a 1-point game at 3 straight points for the Oregon Ducks.
Yeah, and Oregon as a team is known to have super strong blocking, so that's something that USC is going to want to keep in mind, especially on the offensive side.
Came into this one a second in the Big Ten in blocks per set. And there goes another one. Madison Peach gets blocked on the left side. Now we have a tied first set. 4-0 scoring run for the Ducks. All the momentum that USC had at the beginning seems to be gone. Morris hits it over. Gosnell the first to touch it. Batenhorst with a chance. Dug up there by the Ducks. Trubin will set it back up. Batenhorst gets blocked, but it's staying alive. Long rally here in set number 1. A good hit there by Mackenzie Morris. Batenhorst with the chance, and that one will go out of bounds. Point goes to USC, but on that point, Mackenzie Morris got her second dig of the game and is officially in the 2000 Career Digs Club. Get another look at that hit from Allie Batenhorst. But what an impressive career for Mackenzie Morris of the Oregon Ducks. Allie Batenhorst, the first to serve it. And Batenhorst not able to save that one. Set number 1 tied back up at 5 apiece. As we get a look at Mackenzie Morris, just notching her 2000th career dig, transfer from Kansas State in her first season with the Ducks. Tuaninga puts it up. Oregon on the offensive now. Another long rally here at Galen Center, and the Ducks get another block to take the lead at 6-5 here in the first set.
Yeah, we can definitely expect Oregon to kind of continue this momentum with their blocking, as we just see here in the replay. I mean, they reached double-digit blocks for the 10th time this season versus Northwestern recently. So they are not slowing down with their blocking.
Madison Peach able to get it past the blockers of Oregon. She will not be denied there. The southpaw for USC. It's the serve back in favor of the Trojans. Maybe Tyra Ariel. First set knotted at 6. Ariel barely gets it over the net. Big hit here, and that'll find open floor. Mimi Collar with yet another kill. She was the Big Ten Player of the Week and AVCA Player of the Week. The week that Oregon played USC, had an impressive performance against the Trojans. 17 kills for her. Gets that set off. Batenhorst will knock it over. Morris the first to touch it. Collar and Tuaninga not able to save that one. Yet another kill for Collar. And Collier with 17 kills the first time USC and Oregon matched up. Already 3 kills today. And Peach not able to save that one. A service ace for Collier. Now a 9-6 lead for the Ducks. 3-0 scoring run out of Oregon. Collier hits it over. Trubin the first to touch it. And that will go as a kill for Famuina. Adanya Famuina hits the Trojans back on the board. Breaks up a 3-0 scoring run. Now into the game, Paisley Douglas, the true freshman from Omaha, Nebraska. This is now her 14th set played for USC as a freshman. Didn't see her in the early goings of the season. Oregon on the offensive, but the Trojans able to handle it. Famuina sends it behind the back line. Allie Batenhorst looking to the bench. Maybe thought there was a deflection, but no challenge called here for USC. Ducks take a 10-7 lead. Maya de los Reyes on to serve. Douglas the first to touch it. Leah Ford with an attempt, and on the deflection, the Trojans get the point. Maya de los Reyes back to serve again. The Ducks have an 11-7 lead here in set number 1. Douglas again with that defensive effort. Famuina gets it past the blockers. Point number 8 for the Trojans. Famuina wasn't in the starting lineup for USC, but already has 2 kills to tie her with Tyra Ariel for the most on this Trojan squad this afternoon. Greg Gosnell back to the service line. Dug up there by Oregon. Ducks now on the offensive. Trubin with the dig to her name. Batenhorst with a chance. Gets it past the blockers. Trojans have done a good job recently. The last couple of points, hitting it into the blocker's arms, but sending it out of bounds. Another look at that hit.
Yeah, and that's something that kind of comes with blocking. Like, you never know where that, like, deflection is going to lead you. And even if you have super strong blocking, there are ways to get through that for the Trojan side.
As there's a service error there from Gosnell. The Ducks get the serve back. Already with a 12-9 lead. Kristen Klein, the redshirt freshman from Stanfield, North Carolina, will record a service error of her own. So back-to-back service errors, one from USC, one from Oregon. And now Gala Trubin will head to the service line. And a third service error in a row. Neither team can seem to get it over the net.
Yeah, consistency with serving is going to be key for both these teams. I mean, those points add up, and it can make or break a set.
Owobete hits the serve over for the first time in a little while for either team. Oregon keeping it alive. Big hit here by Collier. Point number 14 for Oregon. Already 4 kills for Collier. And we're only in the first set. Owobete knocks it over. Douglas to Trubin. Batenhorst gets a kill. A little bit of misdirection there. Batenhorst, a hard hitter, just tries to tap it. And it's a successful move there for the transfer.
Yeah, Batenhorst is a key leader on this USC team. Had 8 kills in the recent match against Wisconsin.
It was her first game without double-digit kills for Batenhorst. She's been really impressive this year. And the Trojans, off the deflection, lose the point behind the service line. We're going to spark a run. Batenhorst with the reception. Ariel gets blocked, but Gosnell able to keep it alive. Batenhorst with an opportunity, but Morris kept it in play. Trubin sends it out of bounds, though, on an attempted dig. A long rally there, but the Ducks will go up by 5. Mackenzie Morris back yet again. Batenhorst with the dig. Batenhorst will get the attempt and notches the kill. Breaks up a mini run for Oregon.
Yeah, Allie Batenhorst up to 4 kills so far this game, leading this USC squad, and here she comes up to serve.
Knocks it over the net. Morris with the dig. Oregon with a really good hit there. No Trojan even had a chance at stopping that one from Noemi Glover. Now Isabel Patterson, the redshirt freshman, heads to the service line. Ducks up by 5 in the first set. A pivotal first set for both squads. Tuninga sets up Peach. Morris with yet another dig. Collier gets it over, but the Trojans are there. Batenhorst just has to knock it back. A long rally here. Famuina likes the deflection and scores the point for USC.
Yeah, Famuina really has brought it this season. She did not play as a sophomore due to injury, but now she is back and has been a key player on this roster for USC.
Tyra Ariel with the Trojans down by 4. Notches a service error. The Ducks will go back up by 5. That's the 4th service error for the Trojans. Oregon only has 1. Service errors have been a thorn in USC's side all year. Now up to 308 service errors on the season. Famwina gets set up. Collier will send it out of bounds. The Trojans get the point. Collier looking for kill number 5, but won't be able to get it on the attack error. Still a tight first set. USC down by 4. Paisley Douglas coming back into the game for USC to serve. The freshman knocks it over. High hit there from Oregon, but a trio of Trojans are there to block it. And they secure the block on Collier. Oregon tried the same thing twice, sending it to that wall of Trojans, and USC knocks it down.
Yeah, USC really needed that block there for their first of the day, actually.
Douglas sends it over. Handled by Oregon. And Batenhorst not able to get a hand under it. Oregon has done a really good job so far of finding open court, not really giving the Trojans much opportunity. That was a prime example on that hit from Owobete. De Los Reyes back at the service line. Just ekes in front of the back line.
Head to the future is great to hear about these new recruits.
De Los Reyes back at the service line with her Ducks up by 5. Douglas the first to touch it. Ford nearly gets blocked. Famwina. A long rally here in the first set. Douglas hits it high. Tuninga will set up Famwina. And that'll find open court. Attempted block there by the Ducks. Goes unsuccessful. And the Trojans crawl within 4 points of Oregon. Trio of Ducks there trying to block Famwina, but unsuccessfully. Gray Gosnell back at the service line. And a service ace. All smiles on Gosnell's face after that service ace.
Especially, given USC kind of accumulating service errors, it's always, a confidence boost for a team to have, an ace coming after 4 errors so far in just the first set.
Gosnell, the only Trojan coming into this one with more service aces than errors. And a block there from the Trojans. Leah Ford there in the middle. Trojans back within 2. Gosnell will get another opportunity. Her Trojans on a 3-0 scoring run. Gosnell knocks it over. Morris the first to touch it. Collier tries to get it down, but Trubin with an impressive defensive play, and Ford capitalizes. Celebrations from USC. Trojans are within 1.
Quite a momentum shift for USC, just within 1 point here. It is anybody's set at this point.
Gray Gosnell will get another opportunity. 4-0 scoring run for USC. Ducks on the offensive. And that will land in bounds for Oregon. Ducks go back up by 2. 4 points away from taking the first set. Now Kristen Klein goes back to serve. Knocks it over. Douglas the first to touch it. Batenhorst nearly gets a kill there. Trubin, yet another impressive dig. Batenhorst knocks it down. The Trojans are feeling it. You can see it with their post-point celebrations. They still trail by 1, but have some momentum here.
Absolutely. Allie Batenhorst securing her 5th kill of the day, and we are nearing the end of this first set here.
Gala Trubin back to serve. Douglas with the dig. Ariel just has to hit it over. Trubin with yet another one. Batenhorst hits it, but Collier is there. Collier with an attempt. Trubin keeping it alive. Gosnell not able to save it. Off the deflection, Oregon gets the point. And the Ducks are now 3 away from taking this first set. Owobete back to the service line. Running start, gets it over. Tuaninga sets up aerial, and the Trojans get blocked.
It's going to be key here.
Owobete gets it over. Douglas the first to touch it. Batenhorst gets blocked. Gosnell not able to save it. And Oregon on the brink of a first set win. Could smell doom for the Trojans. Again, the Ducks are 18-0 when they win the first set, and they're 1 point away from doing that again here at Galen Center. Douglas with the dig. Tuaninga sets up Batenhorst, and a block will end it. One of the best blocking teams in the Big Ten frame. Knocks it over. It's a good hit, but Collier the first to touch it. Collier with a large tap over. Trubin sets up Batenhorst, but gets blocked. Tuaninga keeps it alive. A little more discombobulation on offense. Trubin with the pancake. And Batenhorst able to get it past Morris. Good hit there from Batenhorst, but it was set up by that defensive effort from Gala Trubin. She's been on fire.
Absolutely.
6 digs to her name.
Yeah, looking at the replay, as we can see, when Batenhorst is set up well by her teammates, there is no stopping her offensively.
Tuaninga gets it over. Big hit here. And yet again, Noemi Glover able to find open court. She's done that a couple times where no USC defender has been able to even have an attempt at getting it off the floor. Set number 2, tied at 1-1. Mackenzie Morris knocks it over, but that will go out of bounds. Service error from the Ducks. Only the Ducks' second service error. Trojans had 4 in the first frame. Allie Batenhorst will look to respond. Oregon, a little bit of misdirection attempted there from Oni Ofebu, but hits the net with the attack error. Two straight points for USC. Trojans looking to make it 3. And gets blocked there. Collier has looked really strong against the Trojans, obviously in that first matchup, but now here at Galen Center. USC had a stout lead at the early goings of the first set. Trojans have a lead here. Not like it to eke away. Oregon with the serve. Trubin keeping it alive. Trubin not able to save that one. She came flying in. It's not able to get a good hand under it.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of long rallies here, which is really just a testament to how competitive this game has been, is going, and it just shows, this competitiveness we're seeing on both sides of the net.
Isabel Patterson with the serve. Famuina not able to get the kill. Collier with an attempt and gets it past Trubin. She's been flying around. Disappointed in herself for not being able to get that one, but that might have been the craziest save ever if she was able to get there. You see her diving to her left.
Yeah, Trubin leads the team in digs so far this season and is 16th in the Big Ten in digs per set.
Another dig there for Trubin, and Peach gets the kill past Mackenzie Morris. So we're seeing 2 of the best liberos in the Big Ten here, Morris and Trubin. Morris with 7 digs, Trubin with 6. Gala Trubin will get a serve. Collier gets it past Trubin. Collier keeps hitting that spot. She's on the left side of the Oregon net, keeps sending it to the opposite end of the Trojan court, and it's been successful. 8 kills for her. Already with the service ace, knocks it over. Famuina, miscommunication there, and Kristen Klein capitalizes. Famuina tried to hit it up, but inadvertently hit it back over to the Oregon side of the net. Collier knocks it over. Famuina keeping it alive. Famuina gets set up and gets blocked. In the middle is Oobete. The Ducks have done a really good job at blocking Trojan attacks.
Absolutely. I mean, blocking is really the story of this Oregon team. Had double-digit blocks against Northwestern, doing it again here today.
And a point goes to Oregon. Hey, looking for more. Tuaninga sets up forward, but she gets it past the blockers. Trojans will have to use misdirection if they hope to get it around the Duck trio up front. That one worked out well for Leah Ford. Got another look at that hit from the redshirt freshman. And now the true freshman, Paisley Douglas, back to serve. Just gets it over the net. Good setup there, and a kill for Oobete. Every time the Trojans seem to get momentum, Oregon does a good job of snatching it back. Maya Dolos Reyes, the junior defensive specialist, goes back. Ducks up by 4. That one will go out of bounds. Service error from the Ducks.
And that's going to be Oregon's first service error of the set here, as USC, in this game has been leading in those service errors, which is something that has plagued this team, as we mentioned earlier, and they're going to need to stay consistent in the realm of serving.
3 service errors for the Ducks overall, 4 for the Trojans. Gray Gosnell will look to avoid that fate here with her team down by 3. Big hit by Collier, and the Trojans send it out of bounds on the attempted block. Mimi Collier seems to be the Trojan killer here. 9 kills, and we're only in set number 2. Douglas the first to touch it. Leah Ford gets an attempt, but partially tipped by the Ducks. And a good hit there by Noemi Glover, who's been really quiet today, it seems, but every time she attacks, seems to go well. Kristen Klein knocks it over, but it'll go out of bounds. Like I mentioned a little bit ago, Noemi Glover with 4 kills on a .500 hitting percentage. Really good mark for her.
Yeah, Glover's 4th on the team in kills and 3rd in blocks, so she's really solid across the board on that team. As
Leah Ford notches service ace number 3 for the Trojans this afternoon. USC trailing by 3. Leah Ford looking to command a run. 6'4" redshirt freshman middle blocker nearly gets another one there. Morris keeping it alive. Collier will just have to hit it over. Douglas the first to touch it. Ariel not able to get it over the net.
Oregon here just continuing with this dominant offensive play. Up by 4 once again, kind of been the story of this game so far.
Actually, Anyanwu on that attack error from the Trojans. Sends it back to Oregon. Tuaninga sets up Batenhorst, who sends it well behind the back line. No deflection there. And the Oregon Ducks have yet another 5-point lead over the Trojans. Oobete, transfer from UCSB, hits it over. Gosnell. Anyanwu gets blocked by Collier, and a Colby Neal in the middle. Ducks have 9 blocks on the afternoon, 3.5 alone in this set. Douglas with the dig. Batenhorst will get a try. Collier, this time she's the one that gets blocked by the Trojans. Breaks up a 3-0 scoring run for Oregon. Trojans do still trail by 5. But one of their best servers on this roster, Mia Tuaninga, to the back line. And just ekes out of bounds. A hard hitter, but it can't find open court. At least open court in between the lines.
Absolutely. And, you know, seeing Oregon go on this run here is going to be crucial for USC to, you know, kind of maintain some mental stability here as they are starting to fall behind.
As there was a service error from Mackenzie Morris. Trojans get the serve back. It's Allie Batenhorst. Knocks it over. Collier gets a chance, and Batenhorst can't handle it. Collier, one of the hardest hitters in the country, shows it off again. Get another look at it. Batenhorst, one of the best diggers on this team. Second on the team in digs heading into tonight, but not able to handle that one. Anyanwu gets a chance and sends it past a couple of Oregon defenders.
Anyanwu is 5th on the team in kills. Only played in 1 set in their previous game against Wisconsin, but here she is with a strong kill against the Ducks to really bring hopefully some momentum for USC's side.
Anyanwu, that was her first kill of the day. Trubin sends it towards the back line. Big hit here, but that will also go behind the line. Point goes in USC's favor on that attack error from Ofebu. Trubin gets another opportunity. 2 straight points for the Trojans, looking for more. Another attempt here from Ofebu. This one will land in bounds and give the Ducks a point.
Both of these teams are pretty equal in attack attempts this set so far. But as we're seeing, you know, this hitting percentage on Oregon is just skyrocketed above the Trojans.
4:38 for the Ducks this set. Morris with the dig. And Morris will just have to hit it over. Trubin sets up to Aninga. Ford with an attack. And that one will go as a kill. Isabel Patterson not able to handle that hard hit. Trojans trail by 4, but get the serve back. This one has been really back and forth across the last couple of points. Paisley Douglas back to serve. She's getting a lot of playing time today for USC. Collier knocks it over the blocks, but Trubin comes flying in. Another long rally here between the Trojans and the Ducks. But it's Ofebu who ends that point with the kill. The Ducks have been feeding Ofebu, the redshirt senior middle blocker, on that right side a lot in this set.
Yeah, and Ofebu is not only a strong, you know, offensive player, but also defensive. So, you know, utilizing her as a weapon both offensively and defensively has been key for this Oregon side so far, and she's really rising to the occasion today.
Long rally here. Batenhorst sets up Famuina, but the Ducks block it.
And as you notice, I mean, USC is doing a really great job of setting up clean attacks. It's just this blocking performance on the Oregon side this USC team seems to not be able to compete with.
A high serve there. And misdirection. Tuaninga does her classic setter spike and gets a kill for the Trojans. You see it once in a while from Tuaninga. And that one worked to perfection. Kill number 64 on the season for the senior setter out of Long Beach, California. Now Gray. Gosnell hits it over. Good dig there from Oregon. Gosnell matches that. Ford knocks it down past Mackenzie Morris. Trojans down by 4 yet again. Gosnell with the serve. Oregon on the offensive. Douglas not able to handle that one. Another kill for Owobete, who was the Big West Player of the Year last year for the UC Santa Barbara Gauchos. Kristen Klein, the redshirt freshman, back to the service line. Little awkward play there, and the Ducks capitalize. Noemi Glover yet again with USC will try to come back in this one, though. Tuaninga sets up Batenhorst. Big hit here, gets past Trubin. Noemi Glover with the lefty hit. Been really efficient today on that right side for the Ducks. 25 kills for Oregon to 20 for USC. Kristen Klein sends it over. Batenhorst with an attempt. Batenhorst yet again. Another long rally. Trubin with the dig. And Batenhorst sends it. No! Gets the call. From our angle, it seemed to go out of bounds. But able to get the line. And the Trojans get the point on the kill from Batenhorst. Leah Ford with a hard hitter. And Ford not able to handle that attack attempt from Colby Neal.
Seems like that's kind of been the story of this game, is USC, not really being able to respond to these tough attacks and offensive plays that Oregon is throwing their way.
Owobete goes back. Gosnell with the dig, but it goes out of bounds. Set point for the Ducks. Already leading 1-0. Looking to win by a much larger margin than the first frame. Owobete sends it over. Gosnell able to keep it alive. Onyanwu can't get it past Morris. Trojans get one more hit. This one able to get over the wall of Ducks. And Collier will end the set. 25-16. We will get this third set started after a brief halftime period. Owobete sets up a good serve. Famwina can't handle it, and the Ducks spike it down. Quick 1-0 lead for the Ducks. Owobete sends it back over. Trubin the first to touch it. Onyanwu with the big hit and gets it past Morris. Tied up at 1 apiece after that big hit from Onyanwu. Kill number 2 for the true freshman for USC. Trubin sends it over. Attempted block there from the Trojans, but the Ducks able to keep it in the offensive end, and they capitalize. Off the deflection, Oregon gets point number 2 of this set. Mackenzie Morris will go back to the service line. Knocks it over. Batenhorst to Tuaninga. Ford gets an opportunity and hits it down. Ford has one of the better hitting percentages for the Trojans so far today. We get another look at that hit. 444 hitting percentage for Ford.
Yeah,
5 kills to her name.
Yeah, and only as a redshirt freshman, really showing just the dynamic of this USC roster, having, veteran players and younger players really stepping up.
Big hit there from Collier. Trubin trying to keep it alive. Batenhorst will just have to knock it over. Now the Ducks get a chance. Big hit. Gets past Douglas. Noemi Glover yet again. Glover, 600 hitting percentage today.
Yeah, looking at the replay, just a really successful setup there for Oregon to really take advantage and find that open space on USC's side of the court.
Brief 1-point lead for Oregon. Isabel Patterson knocks it over. Douglas might have made a mistake, but Tuaninga does a good job. Trubin to Tuaninga. Ford trying to get the tap down. A little bit of discombobulation, and Paisley Douglas can't save it on the pancake. Ducks up 4-2 now in this third set, already leading it 2-0. Trojans would like to avoid their second straight sweep. Tuaninga gets a kill. Yet another setter misdirection, gets her second kill of the game.
And Tuaninga, obviously such a strong defensive player, but always exciting to see those defensive players really put that strength into offense as well, as we just saw here with Tuaninga.
Gray Gosnell will get the serve for USC. Good dig there. Collier with an attempt, and that one will be sent into the stands. Collier looking to improve on her first performance against the Trojans. Collier knocks it over. Gosnell sends it, and the Ducks capitalize. Trojans have done that a couple times, where on the reception, they immediately send it back over to the Ducks side, and Oregon only has to slam it down because USC can't set up a block. Collier with the serve. Trubin sets up Batenhorst. That one will find open court. Trojans trail by 2. And Aaliyah Ford will go back to the service line. So we get another look at that one.
Really lucky hit by Batenhorst to, avoid that strong blocking attempt by Oregon.
Good hit there from Ford, but a high setup by Morris. This one will just go out of bounds, though. Set up on that serve from Leah Ford. Mackenzie Morris shot it sky high with her dig. Another good serve from Ford. Ducks able to get the kill there. Paisley Douglas not able to handle the hit. Now a 2-point lead for the away side. Maya de los Reyes went to Long Beach Poly High School, same high school as Riley McGinnis and Adanya Famuina. Anyanwu gets blocked, but Trubin keeps it alive. Batenhorst will get an opportunity. Another long rally between the Trojans and the Ducks, but Oregon comes out on top. Seems in every long rally, that's what the Ducks are doing, keeping their determination.
Yeah, they've done a great job of staying so tough both offensively and defensively, as they've almost consistently been in a lead ever since, they took control in that first set.
As Batenhorst sends it behind the back line. Attack error from the graduate. De Los Reyes back to the service line. She's been the commander of this 3-0 scoring run. Sends it deep. Gosnell able to handle it. Anyanwu with the high jump, and she'll end the run. Anyanwu gets the kill. Number 3 for her today. Mia Tuininga will get another serve. Tuininga has one service ace to her name. Good dig there by Morris. Big hit here from Collier, and Trubin not able to get a good set up to Batenhorst. Now this is something to keep an eye out for. Mia Tuininga only has 17 assists, and if this match does end in 3 sets, that would hurt her chances of setting the all-time career assist record. Has an opportunity for an assist here and notches it as Peach slams it down.
Absolutely, and I think the Trojans are really starting to realize here how they need to get around that strong blocking front that Oregon puts on time and time again with its dynamic trio at the net.
Batenhorst knocks it over. Ducks on the offensive, and a good slam down there. But it goes USC's way. That was another hit there from the Ducks. So the deficit goes to 2. Trojans get the serve. Batenhorst knocks it over and just goes behind the back line. Service error number 6 from the Trojans this afternoon. Ducks have 5 service errors for them. Owobete knocks it over. Batenhorst nearly gets the dig. Not able to get a good handle on it. Lead goes back up to 4 for the Ducks. Ducks looking for yet another sweep. They have 12 sweep wins on the year. Looking for lucky number 13. Famuina can't get the kill. A little bit of confusion there from the Trojan defense, but Famuina knocks it down, gets the kill.
Yeah, Famuina in the right place at the right time. When the ball is perfectly placed for her, she definitely knows what to do with it. She has shown a pretty great performance so far this game, despite, issues that USC has been having on their side.
Gala Trubin sends it over and nearly gets an ace. But nonetheless, the Trojans get the point. Attack error there. So it's now just a small deficit for USC.
And now USC moving ahead of Oregon in hitting percentage at 545 to Oregon's 389 in this third set.
Good defense there from Famuina. And it's just a 1-point deficit now for USC. Gala Trubin and the Trojans have a 3-0 scoring run. Just gets it over the net, and that'll go down as an ace. Tied ball game here in the third frame, thanks to this 4-0 scoring run from USC. Gala Trubin looking to extend it.
Haven't seen a set this close in a while this game. So we're seeing much more, strength, dominance on the USC side now.
As that will end the scoring run. Oregon will take that point, go up 13-12. Ducks won set number 1 by 5 and set number 2 by 9. Trojans looking to steal at least one set away from the Ducks. Oregon looking for the sweep. Tuininga sets up Famuina, and she gets a kill. Up to 6 kills on the day. Was not in the starting lineup, Famuina, but she's been effective for the Trojans. Paisley Douglas back to serve. The Ducks handle it. Big hit here, but Batenhorst with the dig. Famuina looking for another kill, but the Trojans get the point nonetheless, and USC has a lead in this third set.
Yeah, USC back in the lead halfway through the third set. We haven't really seen this much this game at all, so it's going to be important for them to really capitalize on this momentum here.
Douglas knocks it over. Collier able to get it around the blockers, but the Trojans able to handle it. Collier gets blocked. Famuina falls down after that.
Basically, don't listen.
Getting us started out of the timeout. Paisley Douglas with the serve, but Oregon keeping it alive. Collier gets blocked. Another long rally here. To Aninga, to Trubin. Famuina, good dig there by Mackenzie Morris. And misdirection, but the Trojans somehow keep it alive. Trubin, Douglas. Trubin will just have to hit it over. Yet another good defensive showing here from the Trojans. But this one not yet over. Glover able to get the kill. What a deflating point loss for the Trojans after so many highlight plays. But the Ducks come out on top.
Yeah, Trojans did a much better job responding there, as we see in the replay, really utilizing block attempts. Had such a long rally there, but couldn't quite finish it out.
Noemi Glover with her 8th kill on the afternoon. Douglas to Tuaninga. Famuina gets it down. Famuina now up to 8 kills on the afternoon, tying her with Allie Batenhorst. Trojans have a 2-point lead in this third set. Still a lot of volleyball left to be played at Galen Center. Gray Gosnell on to serve. Good knock there by Batenhorst. Collier with an attempt, but Trubin able to keep it alive. Galen Center crowd is loving it. Oregon looking for a big play. Trubin will send it to the stands. Point goes Oregon's way. Gala Trubin has been really, really impressive so far today. Even though that one didn't go her way, she is flying around the hardwood here at Galen Center.
You can definitely see the USC side getting much more aggressive, realizing that this really is crunch time in this game.
Batenhorst gets blocked, but Trubin keeps it alive. Ford mishandles it, and the point goes the Ducks' way. You can also feel the crowd getting a little bit more into it here. Every solid dig, every big hit, you can hear exclaims from the Galen Center crowd, even though the Trojans are down 2-0. Mimi Collier sends it over. Another mistake there from the Trojans, but no harm, no foul just yet. Batenhorst to Aninga. A little bit of back and forth play here, and the Trojans get the kill to retake the lead in the third frame.
Yeah, seeing a much more competitive third set here, as the Trojans have had much more opportunities with the lead. Although it hasn't lasted quite long, they're once again here with the lead in the third set.
Trojans with a much better hitting percentage in this frame. And gets another big kill there from Favor Anyanwu. Now a 2-point lead for USC. 7 points away from extending this to at least a fourth set. Leah Ford barely gets it over the net. And a good block there from Anyanwu and Batenhorst.
USC having a bit of a...
To the service line. And that's a service error. Saw an example of a timeout squashing momentum for the Trojans. We'll see if USC is able to snatch it back. Oregon trails by 2. Gosnell the first to touch it. Anyanwu nearly gets a kill, but the Ducks able to recuperate. And a good kill there from Allie Batenhorst. Now into the 20s in their point total. We get another look at that one. Just a strong hit there by Batenhorst. Just able to get it around the blocking duo for Oregon.
And Batenhorst rising ahead of her total kills from last game where she only had 8.
And a service ace from service aces in Trojan history. Looking for another one here. Won't get it, at least on that serve. Batenhorst trying to knock it back over. Collier able to save it. Gosnell to Aninga and Batenhorst. Big hit here, but that goes. Just lands in bounds. Trojans are incensed. No, Gala Trubin on the court saying it landed in. But head coach Brad Keller, despite the request from his team, will pull out the Galen Center getting loud now here as Kristen Klein sends it over. Trubin the first to touch it. Anyanwu gets dug up by Morris. Trubin again. Tuninga sets up the lefty Peach. Collier from the back line gets a kill. Now up to 18 on the afternoon. Again, had 17 kills against the Trojans in their first matchup. Now up to 18 on the day. She's been really, really impressive. Batenhorst, Tuninga, and Batenhorst again. Tuninga just slaps it up. Anyanwu just has to tip it over. Somehow finds open court after a failed touch there from the Ducks. Trojans a 3-point lead, 3 points away from taking this third set.
Yeah, that was just a mistake there on the Oregon side. And, you know, both teams, as we're in crunch time here, are really going to need to try to stay consistent offensively and defensively.
Oregon on the offensive. Trojans able to keep alive that hit from Collier. Famuina gets blocked, but the Trojans able to stay in it. A tap down there. Wow, what a long rally here. Could be a pivotal moment in this match. And the Ducks come out on top. Off of the hit from Owobete. She'll get the serve here. Again, it just seems that every single long rally, Oregon comes out on top, snatches momentum back. 10 kills for Owobete. She sends the serve to Batenhorst. Famuina gets a kill. Trojans now 2 points away from extending this to a fourth set.
Yeah, and Trojans just put in Leah Ford in for Anyanwu.
Gala Trubin doesn't have much of a run-up on her serve. Famuina over to Tuninga. Batenhorst from the back line gets blocked. Gala Trubin not happy with herself after letting that get by her. This one will come down to the wire. We haven't had a set closer than 5 points today. Only a 2-point deficit. Morris sends it over. Famuina to Peach. Famuina gets another attempt. And the Ducks not able to keep it in play. Set point for the Trojans. And the Galen Center comes to their feet. Madison Peach comes off. Paisley Douglas comes in. Looking to close it out here. Oregon did have a couple of runs to close out each of the first 2 sets. So the Trojans need to be careful here. Big hit, but Douglas keeps it alive. Tuninga sets up Famuina. And a tap down there from Ofebu. Ducks get the possession back, trailing by 2. Only need 3 more points. Hitting percentage. 4 blocks to her name as well. Trojans looking to close it out here. Oregon not able to keep it alive. The Trojans extend this one. Down 2 sets to nothing. USC facing off against Cal at 6:30 on Big Ten Network. Batenhorst gets us started. Trubin sets up Famuina. And a block goes out of bounds. The Trojans get us started with a 1-0 lead in the fourth set.
Yes, USC keeping the momentum going from that third set. And here we have leader Ali Batenhorst coming up to serve.
10 kills for Batenhorst. And that will go down as a service ace for the Trojan.
Seeing a bit of a script flip as Oregon unable to respond there, and leading up in aces for USC's side.
USC with 6 service aces on the afternoon. Ducks looking for a big hit. Trubin not able to keep it alive. Owobete notches yet another kill. One of 2 Ducks with double-digit kills so far today.
Yeah, taking a look at the replay there, just USC trying to respond but couldn't quite get it across.
And that's a service ace for Owobete. Ducks have 5 on the afternoon. And Owobete is the leader. She has 3 of the 5. Tied back up at 2. Batenhorst first to touch it. Anyanwu tries to tap it down and gets it past the Oregon blockers. Trojans retake the lead. And that's been a familiar theme so far today. The Trojans have done a good job of getting early leads. Saw that in each of the first 2 sets, although they ended up dropping it. Trojans will look to carry on that momentum. Collier trying to get it started in the fourth set. Batenhorst with the big hit from the line. Batenhorst up to kill number 11.
Batenhorst doing what she does best. When it is set up for her, she is on fire with those kills.
Gala Trubin knocks it over, and that goes as a service ace. Trojans have been racking up the aces in this fourth frame.
Definitely seeing a much more competitive game in this set and the past set, as USC is really kind of finding themselves here offensively and defensively.
And yet another service ace from the Trojans. 3-0 scoring run goes.
Not giving up and being able to really stay out there and figure things out as a team.
And the string of service aces ends with a service error. Yet another time that an Oregon timeout squashed the momentum for the Trojans. Now Mackenzie Morris, with 14 digs to her name today, gets the serve. Famuina not able to get that deflection. 2 straight points for Oregon. Morris gets another opportunity. Ford not able to get the tap down. This one finds the open floor, though, for Famuina. Trojans up by 3.
Yeah, Famuina being such a leader on offense, really, this game, finding those openings that those Trojans were struggling to find early on, but it seems she's really, had some great vision down the stretch in this game.
Paisley Douglas onto the floor for USC. And the Trojans are successful with the block
and gain some momentum.
Paisley Douglas will look to squash that strategic timeout here. And point goes to Oregon. A fault there for the Trojans gives the Ducks a point. So yet another time where a timeout from the Oregon head coach goes successfully. Oregon with the serve. Batenhorst the first to touch it. To Aninga, yet another setter spike. He's done that multiple times today. He's looking really good on that offensive play for the Trojans.
Absolutely. Aninga really showing why she was this Trojan to watch here today.
Greg Osnell coming on to serve. Big hit from Collier, and off the deflection. Gets another kill, up to 19 on the afternoon. The Trojan killer, Mimi Collier, keeps on doing it. Has 10 digs as well. She's up to a double-double. Gosnell, to Aninga. Batenhorst with the chance, and Collier not able to get a dig that time. Batenhorst comes out on top. Collier now with her 7th double-double on the season. She leads the team in that stat. Morris the first to touch it. Opportunity here goes the Ducks' way after a little bit of a delay on the hit from Ofebu. De Los Reyes will get the serve for the Ducks. Down by 3. Douglas to Aninga. Batenhorst with another opportunity, but Collier able to snatch that one up. And a good hit for Oregon, but it goes out of bounds. Trojans get point number 11. Get your slushies at 7-11 time in the 4th set. USC up by 4.
Yeah, USC really kind of flipping the game here, being the one dominating as we have Aninga, but unfortunately with a service error there for her.
Ducks now trail just by 3. They've done a good job of being resilient when they've been trailing. Looking to do so again here. Kristen Klein will get an opportunity. Trubin up to Aninga. Batenhorst with an attempt, but Morris able to dig it up. Trojans keeping it alive off of that dig from Peach. Big hit here, but it goes out of bounds from Colby Neal. Trojans get their lead back up by 4. Good move there by Trubin. She was considering hitting that, but moved over to her left to make sure that didn't deflect off of her as it was going out of bounds. Collier with the first touch. Big hit here. That one gets past Trubin from Owobete. 12 kills for her, and she gets the serve. Galen Center crowd getting into it here. Batenhorst, low hit, but Aninga able to recover. And the Trojans get another point. Famuina.
And now we're kind of seeing the reverse here of Oregon really kind of struggling to respond. Obviously having many attack attempts, not quite as many as USC in this set, but having many more attack errors than USC, which is just a testament to, you know, USC being really strong and consistent and Oregon not quite being able to respond on offense.
Oregon with a 100 hitting percentage. Trojans with a much better mark in this 4th frame, but that will help the cause. The Ducks, Mimi Collier gets another kill. Now up to 20 on the day for Mimi Collier. Yes, you heard that right, 20 kills. She has the Trojans' number. Looking for another win against USC. Batenhorst the first to touch it. Peach with an opportunity. Big hit here from Glover. But a fault called on USC. The Ducks get the point. Trojans won set number 3 by 3 points, and this fourth set is shaping up to be a very close one as well. Trubin nearly hits it over there. Trojans able to keep it alive. And USC gets the point. The Trojans have some momentum here. 14-11 lead. Paisley Douglas will come in. We've seen that decision a lot. We get another look on that block from Leah Ford. Paisley Douglas comes in to serve whenever it's Madison Peach's turn. Brad Keller likes to serve from the true freshman. It's a good one there. Glover nearly gets it down. Batenhorst able to keep it alive. And there's a good block. Haven't seen that much as of late from Oregon, but the Ducks return to their blocking ways.
Yeah, Oregon definitely kind of lacking there for a set defensively, but it seems like just there was kind of a glimpse of how they really started this game, and it will be interesting to see if they can really bring that part of their game back.
A service error from the Ducks. Trojans up by 3. Gray Gosnell will come in to serve as we get a look at that service error.
Just out of bounds there.
Right behind the back line. Now USC has an opportunity. Nearly drops it in there for an ace. Douglas sets up Batenhorst, but another block. This one from Oni Ofebu.
Both teams keeping it unbelievably competitive as we keep seeing this really slim margin of points. USC just 2 points ahead of Oregon here halfway through this set.
Trojans don't want the Ducks to get back to their blocking ways. That'll be good for the cause as Allie Batenhorst knocks it past Mimi Collier. Trojans again up by 3. Last couple of points have been back and forth. Leah Ford will look to carry on a run. Big hit here, but Ford able to handle it. Does send it back over to Oregon's side. Douglas with the dig. We'll have to see who got last touch. And the Trojans get the point. Battle at the net between Owobete and Tuaninga. Tuaninga comes out on top. Good hit there from Ford. Ford keeping it alive. Batenhorst gets set up and finds open court. The Trojans looking strong here in the fourth set. Now on a 3-0 scoring run. 2 kills for Allie Batenhorst, 1 for Tuaninga on this run.
Once again, Allie Batenhorst really coming out strong offensively as she does best.
Gosnell with a good defensive showing. Batenhorst with an opportunity, but Collier with the dig. Finds open court. Owobete does. Stops that run for USC. Trojans still lead by 4. USC bench celebrating with Leah Ford, who comes off the court. Maya Delos Reyes from Long Beach, California sends it over. Douglas to Tuaninga. Batenhorst with an opportunity off the deflection. Gets the point. This has been Allie Batenhorst's 4th frame.
Absolutely, and Batenhorst is the kind of player who USC really counts on in every single game, and to see her not scoring as much as she normally does kind of at the beginning of this game was definitely something that set the team back for sure, as she is an offensive weapon for this team.
Trojans looking for some momentum, but the high-flying Owobete knocks it down. 4-point deficit for the Ducks.
Yeah, and Owobete coming off her season-high 20 kills from that Northwestern match where she really dominated in later sets.
Owobete has really been heating it up as of late for the Ducks. A good block there, this time by Noemi Glover. Again, the Trojans really do not want to see the Ducks getting back to their blocking ways. That's when they were most dominant in the first couple sets. Gosnell, 2-2 Inga. Peach with a chance, goes through the block, and the Trojans get a point. Now, mind you, Oregon had 6.5 blocks in the first set, 5 in the second, only 1.5 in the third, but the Ducks do have 2 in this frame. Owobete with yet another kill. I don't know if I see somebody jump as high as Owobete when she's jumping up to lay down a swing. Looking really impressive there for Oregon. Up to 15 kills. Batenhorst, 2-2 Inga. Famuina not able to get it past Morris. A block unsuccessful for Oregon. Goes out of bounds. And the Trojans, how about that? 4-point lead, 4 points away from sending us to a 5th set.
Yeah, Oregon not being quite as consistent with their superpower, the blocking, as you've been mentioning here, Thomas. And interesting to see, USC really kind of take the lead with blocking later down the stretch of the game.
Famuina not able to get this one on open floor. Collier with an attempt. And off the deflection, it gets the point. They're up to 21 kills. Collier is the team's leading killer this season. No surprise that she's leading the Ducks today. Batenhorst, 2-2 Inga. And a good block there from the duo of Noemi Glover and Ofebu.
Happen again today, or if USC will really test them here.
Mackenzie Morris knocks it into the net. Service error, and the Trojans are 3 points away.
Yeah, success in the service game is going to be critical because, those little points really do add up, especially when you're in crunch time in this 4th set here right now.
Similar numbers. The Trojans have 8 service aces and 10 errors. Oregon has 5 service aces and 7 errors. So each team has 2 more errors than aces. Paisley Douglas knocks it over. Oregon looking for a little bit of misdirection. Aerial pancake from Mackenzie Morris keeps it alive, but Trubin gets a good dig of her own. And a block there from the Ducks. It's been that duo all day long. Noemi Glover and Oni Ofebu. Now just a 2-point deficit for Oregon. Isabel Patterson will look to start a run for the Ducks. Douglas with the dig. Another attempted block there from the Ducks. Trubin with an impressive performance, but USC not able to keep it alive. Oregon clawing back, looking to end this in 4.
Just a 1-point game here. Both teams extremely close to taking this 4th set, and a 4th-set victory for Oregon obviously would mean a win in this game.
Trubin knocks it up. Batenhorst with an opportunity, but finds the hands of Morris. Tuaninga tried the setter spike, unsuccessful. Good dig there from Mackenzie Morris. And USC not able to keep it alive. The Ducks have clawed their way back. It was a 21-7 up at 22-22. Ducks on a 3-0 scoring run. They have the momentum. Isabel Patterson knocks it over. Douglas puts it back towards the center of the court. And the Trojans come out of the timeout with the first point. 23-22, USC currently on top.
Allie Batenhorst with another really strong hit there. When she, lines it up well like that, it's really difficult for these other teams to respond, as we've seen throughout this season.
Batenhorst with 16 kills on the afternoon. Gosnell with a good serve. Collier looking to fight back for Oregon, but the Trojans able to keep it alive. Good long rally here in the late stages, and that's a good hit from Ofebu.
Tied up once again with just 2 points to go. If you look at the replay, just could not recover there. Trubant couldn't. And now Oregon with the ball again, really in crunch time here.
Mimi Collier will get the serve. Galen Center crowd is allowed. Tuaninga sets up forward. That gets down. Trojan fans on their feet. USC 1 point away from sending us to a 5th set.
Yeah, looking at the replay here, just found that opening perfectly. Oregon could not respond there.
Morris the first to touch it. Big hit, but blocked by USC. Anyanwu sends us to a 5th set. Trojans come back from the brink, and USC has some luck. Michelle Owobete will get the serve first. Will be an exciting conclusion to this one. Trubant gets it back closer to the net. And that one off the deflection, it goes USC's way. Famwina starts the Trojans off strong. They've done that pretty much every set so far today. It's been strong starts for USC. Now the Trojans just have to close. Gala Trubant gets the serve. Barely gets over the net, and that goes as a service ace. Another service ace for Gala Trubant, number 4 on the afternoon. She's been lighting it up at the service line.
And number 9 for USC today.
Trubant won't get an ace that time. Tuaninga to Trubant. Famwina taps it down, and the Trojans get another point.
3-4 in that first set, and it didn't go their way, so this set still could be anyone's game.
Trubant knocks it over. Trojans nearly get a block, but they'll get it on offense now. Peach it set up and gets the kill. Off of the deflection, Tuaninga gets another assist. Peach with the kill, and the Trojans have a 4-0 lead in the 5th set. Trubant has been the commander of this 4-0 run, but that service error will give Oregon a point and give the Ducks possession. Mackenzie Morris, the senior libero, again reached 2,000 career digs. Peach with another opportunity, but this will fly out of bounds and give the Ducks their 2nd point in a row. Mackenzie Morris will get the serve. Famwina, Tuaninga, and now Peach gets it over the block, but the Ducks able to keep it alive. Big hit, and on the deflection, Noemi Glover gets kill number 11. 3-0 scoring run for the Ducks. We've seen this time and time again. The Trojans have a great start to a set. The Ducks claw back. Batenhorst with the dig. Tuaninga sets up Famina, and the Ducks with the kill. 4-0 scoring run, a pair of 4-0 scoring runs. One from the Ducks, one from the Trojans, and that's why we're knotted up at 4-4 here in the 5th set.
Yeah, both teams just 11 points away from a victory. Very slim margin, and it's going to be key to see who can really maintain this great play.
A good dig there from Mackenzie Morris. Sets up Collier. Trubant over to Famwina. And unsuccessful block from the Ducks. USC retakes the lead, 5-4. What an exciting matchup we have here today, Pickle.
Absolutely. And now we have the true freshman up to serve once again.
Paisley Douglas at the line. Knocks it over. Collier set up. Unsuccessful block there from Leah Ford. Set number 5 gets tied at 5. Isabel Patterson will get the serve. And a reminder, Oregon has not lost this season when it wins its first set. Trojans will look to change that today. Batenhorst with an opportunity. And a deflection messes up the Trojan defense. The Ducks find open floor and take a 6-5 lead. First lead in this 5th set for Oregon. It was a 4-0 run to start it for USC. Oregon tied it up. This is the first lead for the Ducks. Tuaninga unsuccessful with the setter spike, but Douglas with a great dig. Ducks on the offensive, and a block from Famuina.
That's going to be USC's first block of this 5th set. And as you can see, when they piece it together, they are successful. Both teams, rather, when they're able to really piece those blocks together. And now we're back and tied up again.
6-6. The Oregon Ducks do have the edge in blocks, but USC has quieted them a little bit on the blocks in these last couple sets. That won't matter for Ofebu, though, who knocks it down. Gives the Ducks another lead. Mimi Collier will get an opportunity. Ducks up 7-6. And a service ace, miscommunication there from Gosnell and Douglas. So the teams will switch sides now. Oregon up 8-6 in this 5th set. Pickle, what will the Trojans have to do to climb their way back in this 5th frame?
I mean, I think the Trojans are going to need to do what they've kind of been continuing to do in these past 2 sets, is like keeping up this momentum, staying so strong as we saw them really rise above in hitting percentage. You know, looking back at the replay, obviously a bit of a miscommunication on that Trojan side, but just kind of staying cohesive as a team and really bringing the firepower here.
Mimi Collier squashes her team's momentum with a service error. Service error number 8 for the Ducks.
And obviously, you know, service errors are going to be a big thing that, you know, given this point they are in the set, so close to a victory on both sides, they're going to need to stay consistent and avoid errors across the board.
Leah Ford with her Trojans down by 1, serves it. It's a good one. Morris able to handle it, though. Near block there for USC. A long rally here. Ford sends it sky high towards the Galen Center banners. Gosnell will just have to hit it over. Big hit from Collier, but the Trojans do a good defensive job. Ariel will just have to knock it over now. Ford sends it sky high again, gets back on the Oregon side. Battle at the net. But the point's not over yet. Batenhorst another try, and that ends it. Allie Batenhorst with another kill to tie the set back up at 8. Throughout the match, we've seen Oregon win those long rallies, but the Trojans do a good job taking that one. Oregon will call a challenge. Leah Ford will serve it for USC. Just gets it over. Mackenzie Morris the first to touch it. Douglas with a dig. She's been good on the defensive end today. Battle at the net, but the Trojans able to keep it alive. Douglas will just have to knock it over. Morris. A block there from Batenhorst. Lands in bounds, and the Trojans have a lead. Look at that celebration from USC. Batenhorst has put USC on top. Good look at that bench for the Trojans.
That was a huge point for USC there, breaking that tie as, just 6 points to go toward a victory for USC.
Ford gets the dig on Yanwu with an attempt. Trojans have another opportunity, but Oregon does a good defensive job. Gosnell sets up Batenhorst. Morris with a great defensive effort. And the Trojans get up to the double digits in points, killed by Favor.
Great to come back after being down 2 sets.
Leah Ford, who's been the commander of this 4-0 scoring run, gets another opportunity here. Morris with the first touch. Big hit there, but Gosnell able to keep it alive, sends it sky high. Paisley Douglas sets up Batenhorst, who gets blocked. Point goes the way of the Ducks. Ducks now trail by 1. We'll put the ball in the hands of Maya Dolos Reyes. Knocks it over. Douglas, the first to touch it. Batenhorst places it out of bounds. 10-10 now, when there's that much of a discrepancy in hitting percentage. Delos Reyes sends it behind the back line. Trojans celebrate as they now have a 1-point lead. The anticipation is palpable here at Galen Center. Potential reverse sweep on the line for USC. Oregon looking to get out of this trip to Los Angeles unscathed. Mia Tuaninga slings it up there, but a service error squanders whatever momentum USC just gained from the Ducks' service error. 11-11. Kristen Klein will have possession for the Ducks. And another service error. 3 straight service errors. 2 from the Ducks, 1 from the Trojans. This is not the way you'd like the set to be going if you're either team, but especially if you're the Ducks.
Especially just being, single-digit points away from a potential win here on both sides.
A little bit of miscommunication. Noemi Glover does a good job. She jumps high and waits a little bit to tap that ball down, ties the set back up. Noemi Glover with 12 kills off of a .417 hitting percentage. Olobete with a service error. Trojans are 2 points away from taking home the win.
Yeah, it's going to be key here for both teams, to try to be really consistent and accurate with their service games.
Gala Trubin, she has 4 service aces on the afternoon. Won't get one there. Collier set up, but a good defensive play from USC. Misfire there, but it lands in bounds. Trojans didn't try to take a stab at that one. They thought it was well behind the back line, but nonetheless, we're knotted up at 13-13. USC has won 2 straight sets. Oregon won the first 2. It's going to come down to the wire. And a fault from the Ducks. The service game has been off for Oregon all afternoon long. The Trojans are 1 point away.
In the Galen Center, you can just feel the energy in the air. Everyone on their feet, just so excited about this Trojan team. Regardless what happens here, what an incredible comeback for them.
And what a big spot for the true freshman, Paisley Douglas. Match point for the Trojans. Douglas with the serve. Oregon able to handle it. Collier knocks it down. And we are going to extra points. Gotta win by 2. Oregon has possession. Isabel Patterson will get the nod. Galen Center crowd is loud. Patterson slings it over. Trubin the first to touch it. Famuina Play at the net called, and USC gets match point yet again. 15-14 in this fifth set. Gray Gosnell. A little bit of a different story than Paisley Douglas, a veteran for the Trojans, a transfer from Indiana. The graduate outside hitter could end it for USC. Handled by Oregon. Big hit from Collier. Ariel sets up Batenhorst, looking to end it, and she does! The reverse sweep from USC.